Hey folks, welcome to a special week in Allie's Lose Weight With Me keto weight loss journey. It's not really a challenge, I guess. If you're new, hello, my name's Allie. How you doing? And this is my second go losing weight on keto. Because of COVID, no, not because of COVID, because of me, I got lazy. Because I got lazy during COVID, I gained about 10 pounds and I reached like 169 and I'm trying to get back down to 155. The last couple weeks, we had some special occasions that kind of threw me off. But this week, y'all, I woke up on Friday and I was 157.4 and it was amazing. Loved it so much. So we're back on track. And this is a special week to follow because we have 3 important things coming up. We got a family birthday, we got Valentine's, and it's my 7-year keto anniversary on Sunday. February 13th, back in 2015, I started keto for the first time ever in my life. I've technically been keto since then. Even though I may not have always been in ketosis, I have not strayed from keto-friendly foods, so I'm counting it. Thanks. So 7 years, I'm still here, and things have been going pretty good, and life has changed a lot. But we'll talk about that on Sunday. This week, I've been doing basically the same thing I've been doing since the beginning of January. In the morning, I have my 2 cups of coffee, black, no cream, no sugar substitutes or anything. For lunch, I have my turkey. It was turkey sausages. Recently, it's been ground turkey because I can't find the turkey sausages at the food line. When I get the ground turkey, it's the 93%. I eat 224 grams or about 8 ounces. And when I get the ground turkey, I just like to put some salt on it and some Italian seasoning and throw it in that broiler for 15 minutes and it's good to go. And I've been loving that lunch. It keeps me going. It's lots of protein. It keeps me feeling full and fueled. And then for dinner, I've been doing this for like 6 weeks now. The bunless burgers, I have 224 grams of 93% lean ground beef. I top it with just a hint of the Thousand Island dressing, because just a hint of Thousand Island or like 15 grams of Thousand Island dressing runs you about 2 grams of carbs, and I just add it for flavor. It adds a little bit of fat as well. I also add some mustard, and my dinner side is this lovely, gorgeous kale salad with 60 grams of Dynamite ranch dressing, and it's so good. And then for my dessert, I do a cup of coffee again with 3 squares of Lindt 90% dark chocolate. I prefer the 90% because it's not as sweet as an artificially sweetened chocolate like Lily's or something, that even though those are keto friendly, I would binge on them because they taste so good. So I'm changing my taste, going back to my 90% dark chocolate. That's how I went from this to kind of where I am now. I'm going back to the basics. It's what I did the first time I lost weight. And you know, I've been doing that for a while and it's really been working and I'm so excited. I'm getting so close to 155. So I know last week I kind of binged a little bit and I told you why I thought that was. I was allowing special occasions to throw me off and I was going out to eat too much. So I promised you guys and myself and my body and my mind that I was not gonna eat out but once this week for Valentine's. Then the man's family told me that they had a birthday coming up and that they were going out to eat. So I held myself accountable, you guys, and I'm so proud of myself, honestly. We went to Texas Roadhouse, which in my area, it's one of the most popular restaurants. You know, we live in the suburbs. You got to go downtown for like the actual local restaurants. But in my little area of town, it's one of the poppin'est places to be. I'm not going to lie. Hey, did you guys know that they got rid of the peanuts? I loved those peanuts, but it's kind of good because I used to overeat on the Texas Roadhouse peanuts. So I'm kind of glad that they're not there anymore. Thanks, COVID, I guess. So I did not overeat last night. Since I had been doing my ground beef and salad, I basically translated that to Texas Roadhouse food. And I got an 8-ounce sirloin, a side salad, and some broccoli. And y'all, this morning, it is Saturday. This morning, I woke up and I hit 156 point something. I always forget the points. But it was 156. I am so close once again to my goal. Tonight is Valentine's, so we do have some nice, pretty pink, sparkling wine. This is the Bubbly Barefoot, the rosé, and this one's not too sweet. It's like $9, $8.99 when it's on sale at the food line. And we're gonna go out for Valentine's dinner tonight since it's the weekend and Valentine's this year falls on a Monday. And we are going to this new restaurant downtown on Main Street called Smoked. And apparently they specialize in seafood and meat. So the man and I actually looked at the menu the other night and we scrolled through. It's a little expensive, but it's all right, it's Valentine's. And so they have like seafood towers, they got oysters, they got steaks. I think I saw a rack of lamb on there. I don't know what I'm gonna get, but it's gonna be either meat, seafood, or both. and maybe like a side of some vegetable. But it is the weekend, and one of my rules is that I can imbibe on the weekend. So cheers, y'all. Happy Valentine's. Happy 7th keto anniversary to me. And yeah, we're gonna get out of here. We got a reservation for 5:30 because we eat like old people. I don't know, it's just, I'm on a schedule, and if I get off that eating schedule, I fail. So I eat around noon for lunch, and then I eat around 5:30 for dinner, and that's how I do it, and it keeps me going. So I'm going to go on this lovely date night with my handsome man. I'm gonna finish this, and I will talk to you guys later. Oh, hey folks. So last night we celebrated a Valentine's Day, and it was amazing. Just a nice little date night with the man downtown at the fancy new restaurant called Smoked. I actually was a little angry when we walked in because they sat us all the way in the back, and I was like, what? Am I not good enough to sit in the front? But like, there was seating in the front, but we got sat in the back. But it was still nice. It was like two separate parts of the restaurant. I don't know, whatever. In the front, they had like a cool jazz romantic band playing, and I was like, I want to be by the band. But oh well. So we started with some drinks. I did Prosecco all night, and it was in one of those coupe cups, which I've never really drunk out of, I don't think. I got the flutes. I guess I need to buy some coupes. And then the man said he had the best beer ever, and I think it was an actual microbrewery within the restaurant. He had the golden ale, and he said it was just so amazingly good. We did get an appetizer. We got the seafood dip, and it was very good. The man said that even the crackers were super duper good. I'm sure that they were made in-house and everything. Didn't try the crackers, you know me, keto is my life. And then to share, we got an order of the oysters, and they were so good. They had cheese and stuff on them. I don't even know. I just was eating it so fast. For his main dish, the man got ravioli with a side of jalapeno creamed corn. And I got the steak flight. So the steak flight was served on like this searing hot 500-degree round plate of salt, and you actually got to cook it yourself. Which was new. I've never done that at a restaurant before. So they even had a timer. So I cooked my steaks. I seasoned them with some salt and pepper. And let me just say, this dish was on the small plates part of the menu. But it was almost like $50. So I thought that it would be, you know, the size of a steak. I got 3 steaks. One was a Wagyu, which I've always wanted to try, which is one of the reasons I got the steak flight. And then 2 other, less expensive steaks. So I got to try Wagyu for the first time in my entire life, and not my favorite. I don't know, it tasted like fat. It just wasn't as chewy as a really fat piece of steak. Check that one off the list. I'm a sirloin girl. I like a nice sirloin. So when my plate came out, the man and I both kind of looked at each other and we were like, that's it, that's all we got. But it was all right. The food itself was very good. The sauces that they had on the side, there was like aioli, a mustard-based sauce, homemade barbecue, which I didn't really try. I tasted a little bit, but I didn't really eat it. I think they had like some chimichurri sauce. I don't know, lots of sauces on the side to try out with my couple bites of steak. So overall, the experience was really good. I mean, fancy restaurant, jazz music in the background, nice atmosphere, awesome wait staff. They were very nice, very accommodating, very attentive. Everything came out in a timely fashion, nothing to complain about there. My only complaint is the sides. So I would have gotten a bigger vegetable side. They have like these shareable sides, which is something that the steak restaurants in my area have been doing recently. Is that something that's going on with your steak restaurants? Like your chop houses? Let me know. Because I've been to a couple chop houses now and that's what they're doing. They're doing like these big vegetable shareable sides. Anyway, my one complaint about the sides is that none of them are really keto friendly. I mean, unless I got the stewed tomatoes, but I want some crunch, I would have loved to see like a Brussels sprout side or an asparagus side. Luckily, I was able to get the Daily Chef special side, which was mixed vegetables. But if that's not happening every day, what are you gonna do for your low carb, low sugar keto people out there? And then we came home and watched a movie and I ate some dark chocolate and some cheese before bed and that was it. And then today is my keto-versary, my 7th keto birthday. Keto-versary? Keto-versary. Sounds better than keto birthday. So February 13th, back in 2015 is the day that I started keto and I started with bunless burgers. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's coming full circle. I started with bunless burgers. I'm getting back to my goal with bunless burgers. So when I started keto 7 years ago in 2015 at 320 pounds, oh, I was just so excited. I finally heard about this amazing diet that was gonna work because I had seen the proof that it worked for other people. I'd seen before and after pictures. I had watched YouTube videos. I'd read all the Reddit posts and I was like, dang, I think this is actually gonna work. For once in my life, I'm gonna lose some weight and it's gonna be awesome. And it was. 2 years later, I was down to my goal weight of 150 pounds. And losing it that first go, like, I was just so motivated because the first week you lose 10 pounds of water weight and then every week after that you're losing like 3, 4, 5 pounds. I had a lot of weight to lose in the beginning, so it was just falling off and that was the most motivated I had ever been in my life. And my life has changed so much for the better in so many ways. I think realizing that I have to commit myself to something to see changes that I want to see in life, that has shown itself in other aspects of my life and my experiences. I gotta work hard if I wanna make that money. I gotta, work hard at keeping friendships if I wanna have amazing friends around. I gotta work hard at family relationships, romantic relationships. It's just, you gotta put the work in if you wanna see the results. And so losing weight with keto taught me that. So how am I celebrating my 7th keto-versary? Well, guess what? I'm gonna stay on track. Y'all, this morning I was 156.4. I'm 1.4 pounds away from 155. 155 is the goal. I did so well this weekend, even though we went out for the man's father's birthday, and even though we went out for Valentine's, I'm so close. And so today, my gift to myself for my keto-versary was to stay on track. I got up, I had my 2 cups of coffee like I normally do. I ran some errands early in the morning. I went and got groceries. Once again, the bunless burgers. I made my turkey for lunch. We bagged up some leaves right out here together. We were a team against the lawn this morning. Got some stuff done, cleaned the house, looked lovely. And tonight I'm just gonna eat my bunless burgers again. It is Super Bowl night. I don't think we're gonna go watch it or anything. We're not really football fans, but if your team wins, I'm happy for you. Well, folks, it has been a crazy week, a crazy weekend, lots of stuff going on. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I hope that it's useful. I hope that, you learn something from these videos and that they're entertaining, I try. If If you did enjoy the video, please do not forget to like and subscribe. That would help me out so much. Also, let me know what you'd like to see after this series, you know. Usually I do my sit downs on a topic and I talk to you about my experiences and what my beliefs about weight loss and weight maintenance and keto and diet culture in general. But it's always nice to hear what you guys would like to see. So let me know in a comment down below. As always, you can follow me on social media and I will link all of that in the description. And again, thank you guys so much for watching. My name's Allie. Have a good one. Bye.